It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Results in a 4th.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Taylor. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Taylor. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Chargers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Don't get nervous.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
7-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Butker's kick here is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Justin Jackson, the Charger.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. With Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 17. Chargers nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Taylor. He'll get that complete to Reed. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Joe Reed.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
Williams on the carry.
Justin Jones there on the stop. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They run it again with Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Gore. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down, Los Angeles.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Gain of 12.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. They go play action now. Taylor. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Dion.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Again, it's Taylor. He's going to take another shot here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
24 is the mark. 24 is the mark.
To throw again, Taylor. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Third and long, Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Calais. No gain on the screen there at second down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For DeAndre Carter, incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. One last shot for Taylor. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Rush in. Back to 60. Back to 60. 18 ready. 18 ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, defense.
Taylor will throw again. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Kansas City, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.